Where the state of Warcraft? What is it? Not good, maybe. But are we getting a world revamp? Are they going? Have they taken us back to the basics? As Sam put it, is this the calm before the storm? Are we getting something big in the next expansion? Well, our boy Nixxiom thinks he might know what's coming. Let's see.
World of Warcraft is finally, maybe, about to get a world revamp. It's very possible that you guys have been all across YouTube and the internet just like I've been over the past few weeks, and you've seen this rumor circulating around. It's just a rumor so far.
We watched a couple
but people
videos.
are pretty dead serious about it, that in the next World of Warcraft expansion, we are about to get this whole new world revamp. The first revamp since Cataclysm way back in the day. Now, this rumor is mostly, from what I've seen, supported by a couple of tweets that have been made by WoW developers. Tweets that have suggested that they're working on the old world, changing things up. You know, and also the fact that Blizzard, over the past several years, they've been slowly updating all the models from the old world.
Who's the end boss for WoW?
The Centaur, or the Kobolds, the Yetis, like anything. They've been...
Oh, he was the end boss for that storyline. I mean, the Avengers, they're still there. They're still a thing. They're still baddies to fight. But yes, Thanos was the end boss of that story. Like I said, Eridicron is cool, but we kind of all know he's not really the end of this. He's not even the end boss of this fucking expansion. It feels like he's just working for somebody or doing something for someone. Yeah, Bobby and his boats. Yeah, they're the end boss. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no when Avengers came out, the first one, and we knew Loki was not the real end boss, but it was one movie. It was over quick, and Thanos showed up at the end in the end scene credits, right? But instead, what Blizzard does is they give us 3 movies about Loki. And they try to fuck around with us the entire time, not telling us who the real end boss is. They don't imagine 3 movies about Loki. Now, Loki's a cool character. We've gotten some good series out of him. But just imagine your introduction to the series is 3 movies about them fighting Loki. You get fatigued before they even tell you. Yeah. Before they even tell you who the end boss is. So that's what's going on here. I mean, we've had months, years of Eridicron shit, and we all know he's not the real big bad.
Been updating all of it. It's like Blizzard has slowly been working towards a brand new updated Azeroth, but we just haven't seen that yet. We haven't gotten there, but apparently we're right on the edge of it. It's the next WoW expansion, Azeroth 2.0. And I want to talk about that for 1 second, because there's a few things that I want to say before Blizzard goes down this path. First of all, I'm going to say this is not a negative video. Do not worry. I completely support this idea. I think it's awesome, and I'm going to tell you why. To begin, Dragonflight has been a massive step in a fantastically good direction when it comes to World of Warcraft. If you didn't play Shadowlands, you probably don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you didn't play Shadowlands, you're lucky.
Or even Battle for Azeroth, for that matter. World of Warcraft has been relatively boring over the past several years, at least retail WoW, which is probably why Classic WoW was such a massive success to the player base and to bringing back old players. People just really haven't been interested in the modern game so much. And although Dragonflight is not this mind-blowing expansion that's bringing back millions of players, it's definitely a good expansion that has been praised by the player base as a whole. Yeah, there are things to nitpick here and there, some problems, some criticisms, but it's a pretty solid expansion. But the problem is that Dragonflight, all that content, all that stuff that people enjoy, from the dragon riding to the factions and stuff, all that crap is in the end game. It's not something that you have access to as a level 1 character. So World of Warcraft is in this position where the end game, that kind of last 10 levels or so or whatever, is really good. It's in a good spot, but everything before that is garbage. It's bad. It's terrible.
Sure.
I don't know about you guys. I've had friends try World of Warcraft over the years, and they quit the game. They quit the game because they don't want to make a max level character using that free character boost.
New player,
I'm not going to understand anything. I have to start at level 1. They make a level 1 character. They go through Tutorial Island. They're like, well, this isn't so bad. And then they get into the open world, and they just get bored. And they quit the game after only getting to level 30 or 40 or just whatever the level cap was at the time of whatever expansion my friend was playing in. I had it happen in Warlords of Draenor. I had it happen twice in Battle for Azeroth. It's annoying. Right. It's annoying to be
you could
someone
not get your buddies to play.
You can't even recommend World of Warcraft to a new person.
It's not going to happen.
You can't just walk up to some gamer on the street that you met and be like, dude, come here. You got to play some World of Warcraft.
What's up, Tundra?
Whatever the current expansion is. It's really good. Because what's going to happen is that dude's going to get up there, he's going to make that level 1 orc, he's going to run around Durotar, he's going to kill everything in 2 hits, he's going to pick up professions, the professions are going to be useless, the dungeons are just going to be, what, you just run through it like it's no big deal, he's going to get bored, he's going to quit the game, you're going to say, dude, no, you gotta get to the end game. You gotta get to the end game, bro. Dude. You gotta get to that end game, that last 10 levels, whatever the new content is, like with the new expansion pack, and he's going to say, I don't want to spend 20-something hours, 10 hours, or however long of boring, grinding, like, nonsense just to get to the fun. The game needs to be fun from the moment that I log in. Dude, I have had this conversation
it's a
way
good,
too many times.
So have I.
Frustrating. Very frustrating. So as you can imagine, I'm very excited at the idea of Blizzard doing a world revamp. I am
doing dungeons is a core part of the game, Sharps.
Right.
I do like doing dungeons too.
That Blizzard.
Some of my best memories are Scarlet Monastery, Dead Mines. I mean, doing dungeons is fun. It's always been fun. But I don't know how it is right now for a new player. I don't think it's the same experience.
WoW. They have looked at the numbers of their game and the feedback that they've gotten.
True, Sam, you make a good point. It's not even about hitting cap level anymore. It's about getting raid ready and all that other shit.
Ever since Cataclysm, I should say, of how they made the questing experience very linear, and I hope that the first thing they
maybe
do
hardcore
in
WoW
this
has
is they do not give us this dumb
has shown them that leveling is an
important
important part of the game
through all the zones. This has been a criticism since Cataclysm, dude. Like, yes, all the new zones from the Barrens to Stone Talon Mountains, they were fantastic the first time going through them. But you know what? The second time, it was boring. And the third time, it was real boring.
Right.
And the fourth time, damn, you just don't even want to do it. It's too linear. Classic World of Warcraft has the benefit of being a game that is not linear at all. You can just go in whatever direction you want, pursue quests in whatever order you desire, and that's something that people love about Classic WoW. Yes, this can be frustrating. Yes, you can get lost. Yes, you can arrive in a position where, like, you know, all the quests in your quest log are like 4 levels higher than you, and you can't do them, and you don't even know where to go. Yes, this can happen. This is one reason why people choose to use leveling guides like Zygor that I mentioned earlier in the video. Check them out, by the way, link in the description. Especially if they're veteran players who have gone through this process before, they make some mistakes and whatever. The point is, non-linear questing, yes, it can have some cons to it, but the pros of it are just astronomically, like they just astronomically outweigh all the cons.
Did he duct tape this this thing here? Is this thing duct taped to his mic? The pop filter here? I'm distracted by it, is it?
Astronomically outweigh
sure, looks
all
like
the
it
cons.
Is.
The first thing that I'm really hoping that Blizzard does with this world revamp is that we get non-linear questing back. I want to be able to do
non-linear
questing in Tirisfal Glades again in any order that I want. I would love it if Blizzard even created some sort of new questing system entirely in the future, where maybe like the quests kind of rotate every now and then. Sometimes like, when you go through Tirisfal Glades,
maybe dailies in different old zones.
These quests are available. Sometimes you go through it and these quests are available. And it's like a system that kind of mixes things up whenever you create a new character, exposing you to different quests. That way, every single time you make a new character, the quests that you will do and the order that you will do them in is completely different. Does that make sense? In one run, Quest A and Quest M are available. You can do that, and you're like, well, I'm going to do A first, and then I'm going to do M. But in the next run, you have Quest B available, and Quest O. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do...
Okay, yeah, that mixes it up, but does it really solve the problem? The fact that you still got to do so much to get to endgame? Oh, Disney World, Tundra Freeze. Disney World, it was great. It was great. Disneyland is in California. Disney World is in Florida, which is where I went. Yeah, it was awesome. I miss it already. New and more quests would be cool. But I'm quitting 100. I'm 100% quitting if they don't slow it down to speeds of leveling. What is? I mean, yeah. Right now you fly through the leveling process, which is part of why they did the whole leveling squish. To be honest with you guys, I don't know what the solution is to this problem.
You O first and then B, and then
if
the
they
next
do reading comps,
it's like, oh, quest A is available, and
yeah, wait. If they slow it down, okay, got you.
Quest O is available. Like, that would be interesting. Every single time, like, all the quests
yeah.
get randomized.
Reading comp this early in the morning doesn't happen.
They all tell this
That's
greater
the truth,
cohesive story. And maybe there is like a linear quest that you can follow, like kind of the like in Star Wars: The Old Republic, you have like that zone-specific storyline that you can play through, or you can just do all the
I always
side
hear
quests.
things about this game, never played it.
The point is, linear quests, garbage. No. No. Number 2, in classic World of Warcraft, professions are very useful and very fun to engage in as a low-level player. Whether you're a leather worker and you're making like those leather suits of armor, or you're like an enchanter dude and you're like making those lesser magic wands and you feel like freaking Superman running through the zone, just wanding everything down like in 3 seconds, or you're a tailor making like badass merch shirts like this. You know, Nixxiom shirt, link down below in the description. Professions in classic WoW are a lot of fun. They're great to play with as a low-level player because they're actually impactful. They actually help you.
Damn, Tundra, that sounds like a great trip.
Help you. The food that you make as a cook helps you. The first aid helps you. Blizzard, you have got to bring back relevant professions in the updated world.
I feel like they've tried to do professions in Dragonflight a lot.
Classic WoW, from the old game, and make professions actually worth doing as a new player. Because otherwise,
maybe not in leveling terms, but definitely endgame professions they've worked out.
And they want to do more than just go from quest to quest to quest to quest. They want to go out and gather herbs and stuff. They want to make armor.
That is a long flight.
They want to feel like there's multiple ways to play their class and multiple ways to play the game.
Yeah, the profession changes have been good in Dragonflight.
Right? Because that creates more fun. It makes you think more, like, ooh, let me go over here because that's where all the nodes are, or let me go there and I'll gather some materials, and then the armor that I'll make is going to be strong enough that I'll be able to take on that boss or something, that like Maggot Eye in Tears Fall Glades, or be able to brave the Agaman Mills family crypt. You know what I'm talking about. Do you hear what I am saying? You know, can
Adventure.
I get an amen in the chat, please?
Amen. It really sounds like he's describing adventure. He feels like the game lacks adventure. Part of adventure is preparing yourself for that journey into that cave or into that mine or into that jungle, you know, where maybe you craft something, or you make sure you're geared out, make sure you're repaired and flashed and ready to go. Yeah, there is a lack of that now. There is. It's mostly just hack and slashed everything down, which is not how vanilla WoW was.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys.
Hence hardcore and everything else that exists
for it. In the updated Azeroth world, you have these beautiful factions that you have introduced in Dragonflight. This whole faction system where you level up over time and you get access to all this cool stuff, from mountain climbing to cosmetics to whatever. This is an amazing system. This new faction system that you've created, Blizzard. Hear me out. Low-level factions. Factions that you can earn reputation for as you are leveling up in the world. It could be the
I don't mind that.
Damned in the Undercity. It could be the Church of the Holy Light. Whatever. These factions that are specifically attached.
It is all about
to the old world and questing through it.
That's true, Cam.
Blizzard being able to expose new players to that faction system and letting them choose what factions they want to focus on. Like, you know what? I'm a paladin. I'm going to go with the Church of the Holy Light.
And you know what? What he's hinting at right here is good, because with cross-faction play, Horde and Alliance, that decision doesn't matter as much anymore. But if you introduce factions early on, that's something that matters. That gives you that team feeling. That gives you that, okay, I'm part of something feeling. You know, if you're a paladin, you're joining the Silver Hand and all that, yeah, that's cool. Because there is certainly less weight behind the Horde versus Alliance decision anymore. So maybe there should be some, something cool behind these kinds of decisions.
I'm a warlock.
I think this is a good idea.
The Forgotten Shadow, or whoever, the Thieves Guild. I don't know, like whatever, the College of Mages or something. I don't know. Whoever you want to create, exposing low-level players to these factions that they can earn reputation for and earn rewards from. It adds another layer of gameplay and replayability to the level up experience. And finally,
at the moment is too fast.
Let's talk about it. Blizzard, you gotta do it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Come here. You know what I'm talking about. When it comes to leveling in modern WoW, you gotta create some leveling challenges. And I ain't just talking about Iron Man mode. I ain't just talking about hardcore. The hardcore classic WoW scene created,
yeah, like I said, now you just hack and slash everything.
You could potentially do while leveling up to level 60.
There's no sense of danger.
As a hunter without a pet, the no damage run, leveling to 60 completely naked. There's so many different challenges that could be undertaken, and so many different ways to level up a character in World of Warcraft. And Blizzard, bring this to the modern game. Make this something that a new player can try out if they want to when they make a new character. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do the naked run. I'm gonna level all the way to whatever the level cap is naked. Hey, you know what?
Why would a new player do that?
Hunter who doesn't even use a weapon. I'm just gonna use.
They gotta find a nice in between, yeah.
Some of these challenges can be very easy.
The current speed run is under 4 hours. Is definitely too fast. But please, God, don't make it.
Even like wasting your time doing this. This is gonna take forever. It doesn't
Don't make
matter.
it levels slow. Levels of slow.
Listen to Nixxiom, okay?
Pacing is important, but
really lean into replayability, okay?
I don't know. There's nothing to the leveling process right now. That's why hardcore is so fun, because there's no challenge in leveling. There's nothing to it. You can mindlessly do it, honestly. That duck shows up when you type CLLS. Oh, classic. Oh, okay. I'm so confused every time I see it. It's a great emote though.
Depth when it comes to this world revamp that you guys are.
I started in Burning Crusade. It took a while. Oh yeah, Burning Crusade leveling. Oh my god.
It should
definitely
not be,
a grind.
Oh, professions, completely a waste of time. Let's just completely throw that element out the
window. The recipe is more important than the crafter. Many crafters, no recipes.
Nope. It should not be something like, oh, it's the same level up experience every single time. Same order of quests. Same quests that we've seen a million times.
My buddy is still grinding the ultimate.
The point is, when you make a character, you should have the ability to go on an adventure that is unique to that character. Whether it's a completely new order of quests that are available, whether it's these professions or profession paths that you can follow that allow you to customize your character in these unique ways to interact with the world. Man, we didn't even talk about that. Damn, make professions. You can interact with the world more. A miner can go through caves or something, shortcuts into other zones or whatever. That'd be amazing. Whatever. Or even just doing challenges, like I mentioned before, achievement runs. Blizzard, you need to focus on the replayability and on the fun factor of the early game. Your end game right now is in a good position, okay? That last 10 levels or so in the Dragon Isles, for example, or whatever the next expansion is, that territory is good. It's great. It's fun. Now, damn, you gotta address the
If they introduce a new continent in the next expansion, I wonder if you'll have the option to level there, and that'll be a totally new leveling experience. That would be cool.
Dang. Late game is good. Early game sucks. Keep late game good in the next expansion.
Update recipe too expensive. I think WoW Token honestly has killed the economy.
World revamp. I hope it happens. I really do.
The gold blow of WoD
members for supporting my rant.
Will be felt
really
for years to come.
Appreciate it. See you guys on my next stream. You guys are beautiful. Be sure to like the video as well. Blah blah blah. The whole YouTuber spiel.
Yeah. Good. I'm not sure. His title talked about world revamp. He kind of went into a completely different direction with that and talking about leveling revamp and stuff like that. Now, I do think when I think of world revamp, I think of a graphics update and revamping the old zones and giving us a reason to go back to them. That's what I think of, and I hope that's what they do, honestly.